Greetings, my fellow intellectuals of bookworms. It's time for another regularly scheduled video. Sorry I've been so late, I've just been so busy, but I hope to increase frequency of the content I'm delivering to you and also increase quality. Today we'll be reviewing this book, The Doctors in Blue, the medical history of the Union Army. If you know me, you know that I have a lot of books, and I have a lot of books on epidemiology and medical history because I want to be an epidemiologist or a doctor in infectious diseases, working for the CDC, traveling the world treating diseases. So I picked up this book. I got it from Amazon because with Amazon, if you've seen my previous video, you would know that I hate Amazon, but I've basically accepted that I have no choice but to shop there, especially since my local Barnes & Noble and the used bookstore, which is substantially farther away, are both closed due to the pandemic. So it covered how medical science evolved during the Civil War, how they started using anesthesia, how it was the first war in which deaths from infectious diseases started to drop. It covered how they set up hospital systems, including essentially a public hospital system for the soldiers, and it also covered how the doctors themselves functioned as a part of the army, and how medical science was harnessed to help fight the war more effectively for the Union, and how doctors were a part of the war effort and were used to not only make soldiers better, but ensure that they didn't come back. The goal is not just to send sick people to the front, it's to get it so they're better enough that they won't be a medical burden, i.e. slow their unit down or end back up in a hospital. So the goal was to actually get people better and get them to the front so that they could have service not weakened. And it basically describes how the Union's hospital system towards the middle of the war, 1863, 1863 and so on, was very effective at putting soldiers back in the fight, and how to a certain extent the Union Army's medical technology and doctor corps essentially played an underappreciated role in winning the war, and essentially how, since the Confederates didn't have such a system, that the Union had an advantage on that. Yeah, so it was a great, enlightening book. I recommended it to a friend of my grandma's out in Indiana, which I was a couple weeks ago, as you can see in one of my videos. Yeah, it's a really good book. Honestly, the appendix with the tables was nice. The sources were all first rate. The photographs were in black and white. I mean, it's written a while ago, and the purpose of it is to essentially get a feel of the war, and honestly, since the photos themselves are from the Civil War, you can't really enhance the quality. Honestly, my only complaint about this book is that it was short, but that's not a fault of the book itself. That's more of a fault of the fact that I'm a speed reader and can read about a page a minute. So yeah, I would recommend you buy this book. Where would you buy it? Well, local book seller, Barnes & Noble, if you have one of those, Amazon, some e-commerce sites, if you don't have that. Don't call me a hypocrite. I believe that Amazon, to a certain extent, has become a necessary evil, and essentially their third-party market essentially serves to at least help at least some small businesses. Yeah, so like, comment, and subscribe if you have not done so. This is Sean Hartnett, wishing you a good day, and I will get back at you at providing more content because I'm in lockdown just like everyone else. Month 6 of the lockdown. Also, I just wanted to essentially thank all of you for sticking with me. I'm now nearing 50 subscribers, and according to my analytics on the YouTube studio, roughly 1,500 people click through my videos. So, that's good. Bye.